Alright, it's hunting season again. It's a good example of a print from a buck. See the dew claws back there, pretty wide too. It just snowed last night, so these are recent, but the snow's crystallized in there, so not recent like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, hunting season just started. Alright, this track is in the mud, and you saw what I was talking about in the snow with the ice crystals and the print forming to tell you how old it is, but here we're looking at this track in the mud, and it hasn't been above freezing until today. So I'm thinking that these are probably fresh. So that's something to look at too, is mud, and if there's freezing temperatures or not, you might be able to tell how old a track is that way. But let's keep going. Here's another sign of a buck. Got a rub here, rubbing their horns on this tree. You can tell by the bark and the sap that it's not too recent. Maybe even using it to rub off the velvet during that time of the year. But there's something to look for. Another sign of a buck. Another sign of deer. Some scratching right there. Maybe digging for some minerals or getting ready to bed down. Have a nice spot in here to bed down. And then of course another good sign of some droppings there. There's tracks around in the snow. So there's some things to look for. Not just tracks, but droppings and rubs and scratches and beds. And now I just need to see the actual deer. But hope that helps. Here's something to know. This is a cliff rose bush. Looks like a juniper. It's got these little flowers on them. They're dried out now, but they're usually white, and they give off a real strong smell like magnolia or vanilla. This isn't the best specimen. I've got one around here that's 8 feet tall, and the flowers get these sort of tassels on them, the white tassels and the white flowers, and at any rate, this cliff rose, probably because it smells so sweet, is a favorite of the deer, and so if you see a bunch of that, it's probably where you'd want to put your blind. And if you were looking at planting some things on your property to bring in the deer, this would be one of the best things you could plant. But just something to know. That's what the deer like. Cliff rose.